Hi, before we start the podcast, I hope you give this podcast a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. And if you're on Spotify, I hope you click that subscribe button for you to be updated on the latest episodes. And if you want more inspirational and motivational content, please follow the official Instagram page of this podcast. It's at Small Talk Podcasts. Yun lang. Enjoy. Welcome to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. My name is Alec and welcome to the podcast. I am your host, and before anything else, I would like to greet each and every one of you a happy new year, a happy 2020, happy beginning of the decade, and 2020. It sounds so nice to me, and I really feel that there's gonna be a lot of positive changes dito sa taon to. And I really wish that you guys, enjoy the journey, the changes na dala nitong taon na to, going into this new decade. I really feel, I just have a positive feeling with this year that it's gonna bring a lot of positive changes sa buhay nating lahat. And I really wish that, ma-enjoy natin yung journey na yan, na nadala ng mga changes na yan. So yun lang, I wish you guys a happy new year, a happy new decade as well. And welcome back to the podcast. I haven't done an episode for a month. It's already a month simula nung huli ako naglabas ng episode. Gustuhin ko man, medyo naging pabaya ako nitong bakasyon na. And yun, sana nag-enjoy din kayo sa bakasyon nyo, sa holiday season nyo, kasi ako talaga medyo nag-enjoy naman ako. Sobra nga eh. Pero yun lang. Now I'm back with another episode. And in this podcast, I want you to be very attentive. I want you to listen very carefully because this could actually dictate how your 2020 could go. I really believe that the lesson for today, the topic for today, could bring a lot of value sa buhay nyo this year and this decade. So please, take into account everything that I'm going to say, everything that we are going to talk about today. Take this deep into your heart, okay? Because today, we are talking about the 7 habits that you should form, that you should build this 2020. 7 habits to learn this 2020. I know na since New Year, marami na namang gumagawa ng New Year's resolution. And I was one of those people, who was addicted to New Year's resolution. Back in 2016, back in 2017, I created New Year's resolutions. But recently, I've read in an article that 60% of people worldwide create New Year's resolutions, but only 6% of those people actually push through with the resolutions. Now, we could formulate a lot of theories why this happens, but I don't want to focus on that too much. I want to focus on what I think. I think New Year's resolutions are a waste of time. Kasi I really believe that changes that help you succeed in life happens every single day. Now, it's nice that you could start in January 1st of 2020, but if you're not really, setting yourself up to be successful, I don't think setting up any kind of New Year's resolution will help you in any way. That's why instead of creating New Year's resolutions, what I want for you and for me is to create a system of healthy habits that could position you to become more successful in this year and in this decade. Karamihan ng tao, ang gusto lang naman this year and this decade is to be happy, right? And everyone wants to be happy. But not everyone gets to be happy. And why is that? Bakit ganun? Dahil ba the universe is conspiring against us? And, God wants us to be lonely and miserable and failure in our own eyes? Ganun ba yung dahilan? Bakit hindi nangyayari? Bakit hindi tayo masaya? No. It's because we have created a toxic system of habits that blocks happiness from, coming into our lives. Our habits that forms the decisions and the choices and the mindset is limiting us from being happy. That's what I want for you guys to learn on this podcast. I want you to see that the habits that you form throughout your lifetime will dictate how you will be successful in life. So in lang, let's start with the first habit that you should do, that you should form, and it is exercising. Exercise daily. I put this one on the number 1 spot because this is the easiest habit to form. That's why I want to get it out of the way. Yung physical aspect kasi ng buhay natin, ito yung pinakamadaling ayusin eh. You know, our attitude, yung mas mahirap yan. Yung mental struggles natin, yung mental state natin, mas mahirap ayusin yan. Pero yung physical natin, mas madali. And I'm not telling you that you should go to the gym. If you can afford to go to the gym, then that's good, that's better. But what I'm asking you is to exercise every single day. Whether it's yoga, whether it's breathing exercises, whether it's stretching exercises, cardio, a 15-minute walk does a lot for your body. And I want you to feel healthy. Kasi kung hindi ka healthy, hindi mo magagawa yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin sa buhay. So, yun ang unang fundamental habit na kailangan mong i-build. Exercise. Every single day, do 15 push-ups, 100 jumping jacks per day. And trust me, you'll be healthy. And matatanggal mo na yung mga problemang health-related na slowly nag-i-increment sa katawan mo pero malaki ang balik in the long term. So that i-erase na natin yung fact na yun. I want you to be physically available when panahon mo na maging successful and maging masaya. When it's your time to live your happiest life, I want you to be physically present. So that's why I want you to be physically healthy. So what you need to do is to exercise. 1 minute per day. Do push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups. Just 1 minute. Take a walk. Take the stairs. You know, increase the blood flow inside your body so that mas maraming dugo ang dumadaloy sa utak mo. Therefore, mas makakapag-isip ka. Therefore, mas maisip mo na yung mga bagay na kailangan mong isipin. Right? And whatever age now, in 5 years, in 2025, you will be 5 years older. And today, you might not want to be the athletic type of person. Pero in 5 years from now, you wish you would. Kasi hindi na talaga kakaya ng katawan mo. Nagde-deteriorate na yung katawan mo eh. So you'd wish na you were healthier back here, right now, so that you could easily do the things that you want to do 5 years from now. When you wake up, before you go to bed, in the middle of the day, whatever fits you, whatever fits your schedule, do it. Ipasok mo ang exercise dyan. It will be super, super helpful in the long run. So that's the first habit. The second habit is to set daily goals. I want you to set daily goals kasi ang napapansin natin yung mga malalaking changes na nangyayari sa buhay natin. Pero hindi natin napapansin na yung malalaking changes na nangyayari sa buhay natin, it's because of the small goals, the small decisions, the small things that we do in our daily lives, right? So if we try to map out the daily things that we want to achieve, magugulat na lang tayo, sobrang laki na ng pinagbago natin. Sobrang laki na ng changes na dinala natin sa buhay natin. Plus, if you set daily goals and you achieve them, since maliliit lang naman yun eh, like brush your teeth 3 times a day. Drink 5 glasses of water, 8 glasses of water. Write in a journal. You know, not be late. Pag na-achieve mo yung mga maliliit na goals na yun, it will send a signal to your brain knowing that you are capable in doing these simple challenges in life. Therefore, yung mga mahihirap na challenges, mararamdaman ng utak mo na, kaya mo rin yan. Kasi you're a capable human being. You know, you can achieve these things, that you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. Right? So if we try to set daily goals in our lives, it will propel us into achieving the bigger goals that we have in life. And that's the second habit that I want you to take in. Set daily goals. The third goal is social media detoxing. And this is actually one of the things na siningit ko talaga kasi ako na-experience ko to. So last night, pagkabalik ko dito sa Manila, I was having this anxiety or uneasiness. I don't know where it's coming from, pero it's because Friday night pala, andito na ako, and some of the people that are in my social feed are on the beach, are spending time with their family, still traveling, and nafo-FOMO ako. You know what FOMO means? Yung fear of missing out. I was having this uneasiness dahil sa mga nakikita ko social media. So, naisip ko kagabi, okay, fine. 6 o'clock pa lang yun ng gabi. Naisip ko na, okay, fine. I won't do social media. And sa maliit na span na yon na hindi ako nag-social media, kumalma yung utak ko. And I realized that there are so many benefits ng social media detox. Yung ganun kaliit pa lang na oras na I stopped using social media, sobrang lalaki na ng epekto sa utak ko and sa sarili ko. What more kung 1 day kang nag-social media detox, 1 week ka nag-social media detox, 5 days, 3 days, right? And here are some of the benefits na pwede mong makuha pag nag-social media detox ka. When you go on a social media detox, it breaks the cycle of negative patterns in your life. And what are these negative patterns in your life na masisira? For starters, it stops the pattern of oversharing your privacy, right? Nagkaroon ka ng secure, ng more private life kasi hindi mo nalalagay sa social media mo. Another negative pattern is, constantly comparing yourself to other people. Since nakikita mo kung ano ginagawa nila sa buhay nila, kino-compare mo yung buhay mo sa buhay nila. What else? You also stop judging other people because you see these posts, mga posts na hindi pasok sa preference mo, and you get to judge people, right? Hindi naman natin maiwasan yan. We all judge people from time to time, and sometimes the best way to not judge other people is to completely stay away from other people, hence the social media detox. You get more sleep when you do social media detox because since mas konti yung time mo, magkakaroon ka ng free time to get sleep. You could also stop obsessing over the past when you do social media detox kasi you don't see your previous tweets, your previous posts, your previous likes and comments and all that stuff. So you get to breathe from the past news, the past things, the past experiences and happenings all over the world. Right? And you get to focus on the now when you do social media detox. So one habit that I really, really recommend you doing is to do a social media detox maybe once in 3 months. Once a month, kung kaya, better. Set a day na wag kang social media detox. Magbasa ka ng libro, drink coffee, reconnect with other people, meet them in person. There is no negative effect pag ginawa mo tong social media detox. Akala kasi natin, ang laking impact. Na-addict na kasi tayo eh. Pero the reality is, mawala tayo for 1 day, 1 week, people won't even notice. People won't care. Yun ang kailangan natin maintindihan. Walang paki yung mga tao kung mawala tayo for 1 week, for 1 day. They will still be there. Yung likers mo, andyan pa rin yan. Yung mga tropa mo online, nandyan pa rin yan. Nandyan pa rin yan. Kahit mag-detox ka for 1 day or for 1 week. And, kaya, ayan. Do social media detox. Next habit is saying thank you. And saying thank you is one of my favorite habits that I formed last year. Kahit mula ng bata ako, I'm a very grateful person. Ewan ko, siguro having painful experiences nung bata ka helps you see the small things in the world that you should be thankful for. And since then, simula ng bata ako, I always say thank you to everything na nangyayari sa buhay ko. Kaya nga ako, every time din na kausap ko kayo, I always say thank you kasi alam ko naman na hindi basta-basta tong oras na binibigay niyo sa akin. And I'm really grateful na ayan naman ako. Pero yun nga, I always say thank you to everything na nangyayari sa buhay ko. Whether it's a good experience or a bad experience, I always say thank you. And especially with the people that I come across with, yung mga taong nakakasama ko sa buhay, I always say thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for that comment. Thank you for, appreciating the things that I'm doing. Thank you for spending time with me. Basically, yun I always say thank you kahit na wala naman silang, kahit naman na, alam mo yun, parang wala naman yun, wala naman yun. I always say thank you. Why? Because if I say thank you, kasi I realize that, gratitude or saying thank you is the easiest way, the simplest way, and the most powerful way to acknowledge another person's value and humanity. Once we say thank you, we let the other person na kausap natin, na sinabihan natin ng thank you, feel that they are appreciated, na napapahalagahan sila, na nakikita natin na yung meron silang value sa buhay natin, napapaintindi natin sa kanila na meron silang value sa mga buhay natin. And once they feel that, mas madaling ibalik yung gratitude na yun sa atin. And we're not saying thank you para mag-thank you din sila, pero when we promote the feeling of gratitude, it spreads like wildfire. Eventually, yung tao na yun maging grateful din sa iba't ibang klaseng bagay, and then yung ibang tao maging grateful din sa iba't ibang bagay. So, kakalat yun. Right? And if we are grateful for the things here in life, we get to see na we get to live a life that is not taken for granted. We get to live a life that appreciates the small things. When we appreciate the small things, we will live a satisfied life. We live a life that is fulfilling, meaningful, when we appreciate every single thing. So when we say thank you, we do that. That's the fourth habit. The fifth habit that you should do is reading. Now, I won't give you the stats. Alam naman natin na yung mga successful na tao like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, they are heavy readers. Si Jeff Bezos and yung mga successful na tao, mga tinitingala natin mga tao, mga heavy readers yung mga yan. And from that, we could easily conclude that reading is a big part of a success ng isang tao. Now, why you should do it? I'm going to go into a deeper, more direct effect on reading. And reading, I really recommend building a habit of reading because of two things. Number one is it produces inspiration. And we need to be inspired every day. Inspiration easily wears off. So we need to, parang tubig lang yan eh. We need to drink para ma-rehydrate tayo. Ang inspiration natin ganun din. Kailangan din nire-replenish din yan. Nire-rehydrate din yung inspiration na yan. Now, books, reading, whether it's an article, whether it's a blog, or especially if books talaga yun, this provides us with certain surges of inspiration. Right? That's the first reason. It gives us inspiration. The second thing is reading books. I really believe that one idea could change your whole life. One idea. There's just this one idea. Isang idea lang yung kailangan mong mahanap sa buhay mo, and your life could switch from rock bottom to at the top of the mountain with just one idea. Whether it's an abstract idea or a concrete idea, an idea about finances, an idea about self-esteem, just one idea. It only takes one idea for you to turn your life around. And there are a lot of books out there that have so many ideas. So I recommend that you start finding for that one idea right now. So if in 2020 right now, mag-start kayo magbasa, malay nyo darating yung isang idea na magpapagbabago ng buhay nyo. Right? So until that one idea comes, you gotta start reading and reading and reading. Yeah. That's the fifth habit that I want you to do. Read, read, and read. Knowledge is power. Right? Now, the sixth habit that I want you to build or to form is honesty. We need to be honest with ourselves. And one thing na kasama rin ng honesty is understanding that nobody is perfect. Right? When we understand that nobody is perfect, not our mothers, not our parents, not our family, not our friends, neither are we get to function as human beings. Right? And the only thing we need to do is to be honest. Especially when we are wrong about a certain thing. Pag nagkakamali tayo, pag hindi tayo masaya, pag hindi natin gusto yung mga nangyayari, we need to be honest. And we need to communicate our honesty properly through our friends, through our relationships. Kasing talo pag naging honest ka. You get to learn a lot of things when you understand that honesty can only bring out the best in you. Minsan masakit yung mga nadudulot ng honesty na yun. The truth hurts talaga. Pero if we build the habit of being honest, we build this identity of being trustworthy, mapagkakatiwalaan natin yung sarili natin, pinapakita natin sa ibang tao na mas madali tayong pagkatiwalaan ng ibang tao. Mas madali tayong magtiwala sa iba't ibang tao kasi alam natin na totoo tayo sa sarili natin. And madaling makita na pag ibang tao hindi totoo sa sarili nila or hindi totoo sa mga sinasabi nila. Kapag tayo alam natin sa sarili natin na totoo tayo. So honesty is one of the major habits that I want you to build this 2020. You know, one of the easiest examples that you should learn how to say no when it's necessary, but it's uncomfortable, right? I've learned this a few months ago where I had to say something na alam ko namang makakasakit. Alam ko naman na magkakaroon ng conflict and friction doon sa sasabihin ko. Pero I said it anyways. Why? Dahil ba asshole ako or douchebag ako? No. It's because at that moment, that's what I felt. And I had to be honest with myself. Dahil ayoko makipagplastikan sa kung sino man o kung ano man ang pinag-uusapan natin. Ayoko makipagplastikan. So I had to say the truth. I had to be honest with myself. Now, after ko sabihin yun, there was a time na sinabi ko na, okay, parang it made me feel uncomfortable. So, I tried to make amends with what I said, what I did. But I don't regret it. You know, kasi I learned more about myself after I said the truth. After I was honest with myself. That's what I want you to understand. That if you are honest with yourself, you could learn a lot more about yourself. That's the 6th habit. And for the last habit that I want you to build is self-kindness. You know, one of the habits that most of us fail to implement in our lives is to enjoy some downtime or some me time. You know, do one small thing. Ano ba yung me time? Right? Do one small thing that you love doing every single day. That's the me time. You know, it's not always about achievement and success. You know, by doing one small thing that you love, you're actually instilling peace of mind and refocusing your center. And I want everyone here listening to this podcast to have that peace of mind so you could properly live in the present. If you're feeling anxiety, you're living the future. If you're feeling regret, you're living the past. If you have this peace of mind, then you're living in the present. That's what I want you to have, to live in the present. And how do you have this self-kindness? Yung self-kindness na tinutukoy ko, it's about being kind to yourself. Understanding that you will make mistakes as you go forward. Nothing is perfect. And I want you to be kind with yourself. Okay lang magkamali. As long as you know na nagkamali ka. Right? And I want you to have a lot of me time then to reflect, to be able to understand na okay lang pala yung nangyari, na I don't need to be hard on myself, right? Of course, babawi, lalaban ulit, babangon ulit, pero hindi ko kailangan parusahan ang sarili ko dahil nagkamali ako. I want you guys to instill that habit on yourself. Kasi if you do that, mas madali na lang i-navigate yung mga challenges and mga paghihirap na parating sa buhay nyo. That's the 7th habit that I want you to instill yourself. Have me time. Have self-kindness. You know, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself. Appreciate yourself. Congratulate yourself. Thank yourself. Life's not easy. Life's hard. And if you're listening to this podcast right now, that means that you want to make a positive change in your life. And you should congratulate yourself for that. That's the 7th habit that I want you to form this 2020. And I hope na meron kayong natutunan in this podcast. Kung meron man kayong paboritong habit or meron kayong focused, meron kayong number 1 priority na habit na i-form ngayon 2020, let me know. Tag me when you share this podcast on your IG stories, on the Twitter, on the Facebook. Kahit saan, itag nyo ako. It's on my IG. You can tag me at @smalltalkpodcast and let me know which is your priority habit that you will form this 2020. And even on Twitter, you can tag me at Ginoong Alec. para makita rin natin and ma-hold ko kayong accountable sa mga habits na gusto nyo i-form, and as well as ma-hold nyo rin ako accountable sa mga habits na gusto kong i-form ngayong 2020. So, that should be it. Medyo mahaba na tong podcast na to, but I really appreciate. Namiss ko kasing magkwento or magdaldal dito sa harapan ng microphone ko. Kausap kayo. Wala, namiss ko lang talaga itong feeling nito, kaya medyo napasarap yung kwento ko and daldal ko. Anyways, if you are still listening to this podcast, I really appreciate that you are. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I will talk to you guys soon, and pag-pray natin na mas marami pa tayong podcast na magawa. Right? And if you're still listening, please do not forget to give a 5-star review and rating sa Apple Podcasts para mas marami naman yung maabot nitong podcast na to. And please share this with the people that you love. And tag me. Don't forget to tag me. Yun lang. Maraming salamat. Again, this is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with huge impact. Sana nag-enjoy kayo. Sana may natutunan kayo. Happy 2020, guys. Peace out.